Before I proceed, I want everyone to contemplate on this. What do you want to be remembered for? Ladies and gentlemen, I am Captain Rajiv B. Kapatoy. You can call me Raj for short. I'm an officer, aviator, adventurer, free diver, part-time model, and social media influencer with almost 300,000 followers in YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. You don't believe me, don't you? Nah, I was just kidding on the last two parts. But first things first, I am not here to persuade you in joining the Air Force like I did. Instead, I am here to share my story and hopefully inspire you in choosing the career path that is close to your heart. Have you heard the story of the pencil by Paulo Coelho? Well, it's a story that tells us of how in life we should be a pencil. There are 5 characteristics of a good pencil, but before we go into that, we must first find a tree. I came from a big family tree. Growing up was tough because my parents barely make the ends meet. And in college, I enrolled a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering and joined the Air Force ROTC. In September of 2010, could you believe that I have passed the licensure examination? Yes, but the feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment with the title of electrical engineer slowly faded away. Alas, it was that moment that I knew what my calling is. It was to join the long blue line of the Philippine Air Force. Now, a tree must undergo transformation in a manufacturing plant before becoming a pencil. Same goes with me. I must undergo rigorous training at the Philippine Air Force Officer Candidate School before becoming an officer. Unfortunately, I graduated first in the class and a recipient of the Presidential Saver Award. Now, here are the 5 characteristics of a good pencil. First, in order to be a good pencil, you must allow yourself to be held and guided by the hand that holds you. This hand is God. After graduating top 4 of the military pilot training in 2015, I was privileged to fly the newly acquired attack helicopter of the 15th Strike Wing. In 2019, I was assigned in the AFP General Headquarters, where my perception shifted from a tactical to a strategic level. I was also fortunate to represent the country in both local and international engagements. And recently, the hand of God has led me to where I am right now, the 900 Air Force Weather Group. Second, in order to be a good pencil, you must bear the blades of the sharpener to produce a good writing. In life, we must face challenges and experience breaking points. My greatest challenge so far was when I experienced being hit twice by a bullet in a short period of time. I was close to breaking down, but I sharpened my skills and started anew. Third, you will make mistakes. This is the third characteristic of a good pencil. A pencil has an eraser which can correct faults. It also means that in life, we will make mistakes, but we must correct them and move on. The greatest mistake I have committed so far was during my pilot training days, where that one night of partying almost cost me my career and my dreams of becoming an aviator. Fourth, what's most important is what's inside of you. The design of this pencil is irrelevant, but what matters most is its content. Same goes with us officers. What's the most significant part of us is beneath this uniform. As for myself, I want my men to follow and respect me, not because they have to, but because they want to. You will leave a mark. That is the 5th and final attribute of a good pencil. I desire to be a role model to the younger generation, and that is why I strive for excellence in everything I do. in all my military schoolings, and even at work. Along the road in 2013, I met this beautiful pencil named Sabrina. And 6 years later, we affirmed our love and promised to be together. To join us is our source of inspiration, Angel. Yes, life is tough, but it is tough for a reason. I know for sure that in the future I may experience pains, challenges, and even undergo painful sharpenings. But I must push through with my mission. I hope someday that I will become a short pencil because I have drawn wonderful things. Now, let me ask you again what I have asked you from the very beginning. What do you want to be remembered for? A scratch or a work of art?